Today we look at how to stake VeChain and earn passive income with it. So there's basically two ways in which you can stake VeChain. One is through your own node and the other is through the network node that you contribute to. Now, if you don't know, staking is the process of putting up your own VET coins as a stake so that you can earn rewards on the amount of stake that you have put up. This reward is a percentage of the daily generated energy of the VeChain blockchain, also known as VeThor or VTHO. You can then sell this VTHO on the open market or convert it to another crypto coin to increase your portfolio. Now, you don't need to stake any VeChain to begin earning VTHO. This can be done by just holding VeChain coins in the vechainthor wallet. So if this is the case, why would you stake at all, right? Well, one major reason to stake your coins if you're not trading them on a daily or weekly basis is because you can earn almost twice as much VTHO by staking them, and this could go up in the future as the reward system changes. So there's basically two main ways to stake VeChain. The first is by setting up your own node, and the second is by staking on an existing node through a third-party platform. These two methods differ in how much VTHO each of these will generate. Another difference is that setting up your own node requires you to stake a minimum amount of VeChain, which can be quite large for some people, and by staking with a third-party platform, you can avoid this large minimum. When setting up your own node, you get the option to choose between 7 different nodes. Each of these nodes has its own reward, multiplier, and minimum requirement to qualify. And the easiest way to create your own node is by using the vechainthor wallet. Just transfer your VeChain coins into the wallet and then go to the rewards tab. Here you can upgrade to a specific node or buy one of the X nodes on the open market. The entry model node is the VeThor X node, which you can only get by purchasing it on the open market. This node requires a minimum of 600,000 VeChain coins and will currently generate around 6.6% more VeThor per day than just holding VeChain. Moving up to the Strength and Strength X node, you will need a total of 1 million of VeChain coins or 1.6 for the X version, and your new node status will generate you around 7.7% of extra VeThor or an extra 33.3% for the X version. The second highest node available to most people will require a minimum of 5 million VeChain coins for the regular and 5.6 million for the X version. These will then generate around 11.4% of extra VeThor and an extra 50% for the X version. The final and highest node that you can purchase or upgrade to will require a minimum of 15 million VeChain coins or 15.6 for the X version, and these nodes will generate around 15.2% of extra VeThor and 66.5% for the X version. Now, don't worry if you don't have these amounts of VeChain, but you still want to stake your coins, because there's a way to avoid these minimums. Before we continue, please like and subscribe to the channel for more finance and banking information. In addition to creating your own node, you can also stake VeChain on existing nodes with third-party online wallets or trading and exchange platforms. This way you don't need a minimum amount of VeChain, and you can start staking with a much smaller amount than with your own node. Examples of these platforms are, for instance, Binance, where you can simply go to Binance Earn, and here you'll find all the coins that you can stake and their annual interest rates. Scroll down to VeChain VET and click on transfer to transfer as much or as little VeChain you would like. Other options are, for instance, Cake DeFi and the Exodus wallet, where you can simply transfer the VeChain and start staking. Now, on average, staking VeChain will give you around 1.35 to 2.3% return on an annual basis. And I know this is a tiny amount in the world of crypto, but when you buy VeChain, you buy it for the expected gains in the VeChain coin, which was well over 4,000% last year. So look at earning VeThor as receiving a nice bonus for holding your VeChain over longer periods of time. So stay tuned for more videos on staking, because there are coins out there that will let you earn 40 to 80% on an annual basis, and some of them are legit and safe, so make sure that you subscribe to find out which ones these are. This was how to stake VeChain. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more finance and banking information.